An Andretti Formula One entry has been tipped to generate enough income to offset the impact of each team's percentage share of the championship's revenue. Michael Andretti wants to launch a new F1 team called Andretti Global in time to join the grid in 2024. He is said to be willing to pay a $200 million anti-dilution fee that would be shared between the existing 10 teams to help temporarily cover what they would lose of another team taking a chunk of the prize money. However, the key hurdle facing the Andretti bid is that F1, the FIA and the current 10 teams are aware of expanding the grid because they want to protect the franchise model that has been created under Liberty Media. Several F1 figures last week said that Andretti would need to prove his team would add value to the grid in order to be accepted. McLaren CEO Zak Brown is a friend of Michael Andretti and a business partner, and Walkinshaw Andretti United entry in Australian supercars and is part of the leadership structure of the Andretti Acquisition Corporation, a special purpose acquisition company Andretti established last year. Brown said he thinks it's short-sighted to focus on Andretti diluting the revenue share because he expects an Andretti F1 entry to boost the championship's total revenue. So while teams would have a slightly smaller percentage, they would be taking away an increased overall pot. He definitely adds value, said Brown. There's a dilution payment which covers the teams for about 2 years, and then it does dilute. But that's taking a view that he's not going to help generate more income. Does he help us get a better TV contract? Does he bring more awareness with sponsors from America? My view is he covers the first couple of years. By then, time you're potentially being diluted. I think he will have added value rather than being diluted. All we need then is a better TV contract or digital or Netflix or something. I think he would contribute to. I don't think he says all things North American, but he just continues to build momentum. Brown added, all I want need is one more sponsor because he helped raise awareness in America, so I think it's short-sighted to take the view that he's diluted when I think he's additive. Andretti's interest in joining F1 is linked to major changes to make it a more affordable championship with better return on investment. A cost cap has been enforced since 2021, slashing the spending of F1's biggest teams, while the distribution of F1's commercial revenue has been made more fair. This is part of the aforementioned franchise model that F1 hopes will make its teams profitable, self-sustaining businesses and strengthen the quality of the grid. Andretti's interested in the intriguing test case of F1's resolve to stand by its current 10 franchises because it has proven success in IndyCar and programs in multiple championships, as well as being one of the motorsport's most famous family names. Brown said Andretti has a very credible investment group that owns other sporting teams behind them, so there is no reason to doubt the legitimacy of the product. I think the fans would love it, Brown said. It all starts with having a huge fan base. If you said to the fans, would you like to see an Andretti F1 team, they would all say yes. I just think there'd be a lot more positives than worrying about dilution. I also think it adds value to the franchise because you have 10 now, a maximum of 12. So when when both are sold, you've got to buy a team. I actually think a small 10 million dilution a year can help teams be worth hundreds of millions more when you get the whole supply and demand and the supply is out. But anyway guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, no thoughts, comments down. If you want to link subscription for daily F1 news and subscribe to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.